Jake Ferguson, who's going to establish himself as a top 5 tight end in the NFL, is going to eat. I do believe that. When the hell we going to get Micah Parsons paid? Straight up. When we going to get him paid? So a Dallas Cowboy player got paid, but it wasn't Micah Parsons. But it was Jake Ferguson though. So Jake Ferguson has agreed to a 4-year deal, 4-year contract extension with the Dallas Cowboys worth about $55 million, about $33 million, fully guaranteed. I love this move. I love that the Cowboys gone ahead and got Jake Ferguson locked up, because what they were supposed to do, they were supposed to go in order. Pay Micah, pay Jake, or Tyler Smith, either one, because Tyler Smith is next in line. He's been rated as the second best offensive line in all of football. Now you know he ain't gonna be cheap, so it's time to go ahead and get these contracts done and get them out the way, and let's try to go win this season. Even though we know Papa John's ain't really focused on winning, he focused on the bread. But Jake Ferguson, who I believe is going to enter almost really the top 5 conversation of tight ends, because with Travis Kelce taking a slip that he slipped off, George Kittle, to me, in my opinion, is the best tight end in all of football as far as running, as far as run blocking, catching. You know what I'm saying? So it's really George Kittle. You got Brock Powers, you got Mark Andrews, you still got elite tight ends, but I believe Jake Ferguson, who even on a down year last year was ranked the 7th best tight end in all of football, he's going to enter that top 5 room this year. And like I said, my stats for Jake Ferguson this year, I believe he's going to get about 70 plus catches. I believe he's going to get about 60 to 70 catches. I believe he's going to get about 1,100 yards, maybe even 12. I believe he's going to get maybe double-digit touchdowns. Maybe. Could be get a lot of his touchdowns in the red zone, because he is a big body. We do need to use him more in the red zone, because we got 3 red zone targets: CD, George Pickens, and Jay Ferguson. So it should be no problem at all scoring touchdowns in the end zone. It should be no problem. But Jay Ferguson, I'm glad he got paid. He deserves it. And I believe we got him on a bargain deal, because if he would have exploded for a major year at his position, you know a team was going to throw that bag at him. So the Dallas Cowboys did right. Get to him early, get it out the way, and let's be focused on, let's try to go win this year, because Jay Ferguson did have a down year last year, and it wasn't his fault. He ended up getting banged up. A lot of guys on the Dallas Cowboys banged up. Hell, even Micah Parsons got banged up. Dak got banged up. Trayvon got banged up. Deron Bland came into the season injured. D-Law got banged up. I mean, everywhere you look, somebody was hurt on the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. So if Jay Ferguson stays healthy, and I'm going to tell y'all why he's going to have an outstanding year. Number one, Dak Prescott's going to be healthy. Him and Dak have an outstanding connection on the field, and have an outstanding connection on the field. So I believe just off of that alone, they're going to have a great season. Both of them have a chip on their shoulder. Jay Ferguson got paid, but he wants to establish himself as a great tight end in this game. That we all know got a chip on the shoulder, because hurt last year, and he said it publicly that he's got a chip on the shoulder. Number 2, CeeDee Lamb, and also having the addition of George Pickens. I've said this numerous times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Defenses are going to play 2 single high safeties on the field. You're just going to have to, because I fear CeeDee. We've seen what CeeDee does when he has a healthy Dak. That man eats. He's like a fat person eats gumbo. So we all know what that's going to be. George Pickens gonna have a chip on the shoulder. In the final year of his deal, the Pittsburgh Steelers gave up on him. We see him and CeeDee have that brotherhood connection. We see Dak already early on in training camp, feeding him early, getting used to him, getting continuity, getting a rhythm, getting the reps with him. Gonna eat. So who's that gonna lead? Because CeeDee Lamb is going to either command a double team, or is without a doubt going to command your number 1 corner. George Pickens on Pittsburgh was already commanding the team's number 1 corner or a double team, because we all know that he was their best offensive weapon on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now he in Dallas. So who do you double? Do you want to double CeeDee, and do you want to also put a number 2 corner in the safety over CeeDee Lamb? Or what you want to do is, do you want to put the number 1 corner on CeeDee Lamb, and then George Pickens, you put a safety over the top, you put the number 2 corner? Either way, your ass gonna get cooked, because that receiver duo is going to eat. And this Jake Ferguson, who's going to establish himself as a top 5 tight end in the NFL, is going to eat. I do believe that. When the hell we gonna get Micah Parsons paid? Straight up. When we gonna get him paid? Jerry over here bull jobbing. He over here playing. This ain't no game, Jerry. Mike over here, and not even in pads. Padded practice was today. He's not even in it. That man got shoes, and he got a bucket hat, or he got a damn hoodie that's over his head like a little kid. That's sad. Straight up. And Mike can say, hey, if they don't want me here, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? He'll have to do what he has to do. Unfortunately, Micah, they have your rights, my boy. You ain't going nowhere for the next 3 years, because you're in the 5th year of your rookie contract, but the Cowboys can franchise tag you not once, but twice. So you ain't going nowhere for the next 3 years, basically. So I understand, he hurt. I understand because he deserved to get paid. Micah's a top 3 pass rusher in the game. And it shouldn't even be. If you don't think Micah Parsons is a top 3 pass rusher in the game, I need you to go back and I need you to go watch film. Because like that meme that's out there. Now here's a guy that don't know ball. Because you don't know ball if you don't think Micah Parsons is a top 3 pass rusher. I understand the Max Crosby's. I understand the Trey Hendersons. I understand all that. The Aiden Hutchins. I understand everything. To me, the class is Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Micah Parsons. That's the elite class. That's the top 3 class. And even just take away the sacks. Don't even look at the sacks. Go look at pressures. Micah Parsons is always within the top 2 of pressures. I'm talking about where you're getting to the quarterback and it's pressures on top of getting double teamed, on top of getting chipped on the way out. Just like Myles Garrett, just like TJ Watt, they get chipped on the way out. They get double teamed, hell, sometimes even triple teams. But they find a way to go get pressure on the quarterback and make it move out of the pocket or move in the pocket. Micah's always there. So Jerry's over here bull jobbing. He over here playing. I understand Jerry cares about money. I understand he cares about news. I understand he cares about just the Dallas Cowboys being just in the news. That's all he cares about. It's all 32 teams in training camp. What are we talking about consistently every day? The Dallas Cowboys. What are we talking about consistently every day? Paul Jones. What are we talking about consistently every day? Paul Jones not taking care of Micah Parsons. And you got in training camp, there are fans literally yelling at Jerry talking about pay Micah. Because what are we doing? We over here just wasting time. Micah wants to get paid. Micah wants to be on the field with his teammates. Micah loves football. Micah's never been in any trouble. If you want to talk about a face of a franchise for a defense, Micah's it. Now, he does talk too much on his damn podcast, so I will say that. Because I do want Micah focused, but I do believe he's focused enough, and I do believe he does his due diligence in the film room. But I want to see Micah get better in the running game. Micah does he shoots the gap way too much, and he's out of position way too much. It's not about just going to go get the guy with the football. Sometimes you got to be patient and let the guy come to you. So I believe Micah is going to get better in the running game, and I believe Micah is going to be one of the leaders of this team, especially on defense. He's going to be the leader of that defense. D-Law's gone. So the leader of that defense is Micah Parsons, and I believe every single guy in that locker room loves Micah Parsons. We all know Dak is the leader as far as on the offense, and it's just the team, period. But I believe Micah is one of those guys that's a leader of the team, and especially the leader of that defense. So what do you want to do with your leader, Paul Jones? You want to pay him what he owed, what he deserved, because you've already paid him for what he's done, even though it was underpaid low-key. You've already paid him for what he's done as far as his rookie contract. Now, you need to pay him for what you believe he's going to do. Micah's going to get a defensive player of the year. And when you don't pay a guy and you just over here waiting, it's like, damn, you really don't believe in me, huh? You really think that you want something bad to happen to me. You want me to get hurt. Because what's going to end up happening is, unfortunately, because we've seen this before in the NFL, guys get hurt, they don't get their deals, and they end up signing a 1-year BS deal, a prove-it deal, and then they don't end up getting their bag. A la Isaiah Thomas from the NBA, different sport. He didn't get the bag that he wanted, and he never got the bag that he deserved because he was a max player. He was a max player. He was putting up MVP numbers. Yeah, he was 5'9" in the back of quarters, but he was elite, and he unfortunately never got the bag that he deserved. So we don't want to see athletes do that. Well, the owners do. As far as me, I don't. I'm 100% ride with the players because these are billionaires and they're always going to make their money. But you got billionaires telling millionaires to take a discount, and that shouldn't happen. Micah's the one in the offseason putting in the work to get better. Micah's the one that's in the regular season getting hit by the offensive lineman. Micah's the one that's getting chipped on the way out by tight ends and running backs. He's the one that's consistently having to go up against these 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" offensive line, 300 plus pounds, and try to move them at their own will to go get the quarterback, the running back, whoever has the ball. He's the one that's putting in the effort. He's the one that's putting his body on the line. So I want to see Micah Parsons get what he deserved, get paid, and let's get this over with, and let's try to go win. Because I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to win a damn thing this year anyway. I believe they're probably going to go to the playoffs, maybe win the playoff game, win the wild card game, probably get smoked in the second round. Who knows? But I don't want to see a guy like Micah Parsons don't get the money he deserved and basically just ride this thing out, because I believe Jerry gonna get it done. Jerry just want to drag this thing out as long as he can, keep the Cowboys in the news, keep them in the media, because we all know Jerry's about that man, not about winning. You a damn fool if you think Jerry Jones is about winning. He ain't. You think Paul Jones is about winning? That man that gave up on that a long time ago. That man is about them chickens. and he wants a lot of them chickens. And the Cowboys are the most valued franchise in all of sports, not just the NFL, and not just in America, in all of sports. So Jerry, about that, and how you want about that, you put the Dallas Cowboys in the media, keep them in the news, keep them talking, keep them jersey sales coming, keep them ticket sales coming. Just let me have people talking. That's what Jerry cares about. I just want to have people talking about the Dallas Cowboys. That's why the man's still hurt. He gets a thrill out of this every single year. He gets a thrill. He wants to keep this thing going. It was Dak and CD in the same year. Hell, the year before that it was Zach Martin. Now this year is Micah Parsons. Hopefully next year it ain't Tyler Smith, because he deserves to get paid too. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Jake Ferguson got paid 4-year contract extension to go with this year, because it's the final year of his rookie deal, because he only signed a 4-year deal because he wasn't a first-round pick. So you add another 4 years onto that, but he's going to be here for the next 5 years, and hopefully he gets better and he's established himself as a top 5 tight end in the NFL. And Pawpaw Jones, get Micah paid and let's get this over with. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Will Micah get paid? How great of a year will Jake Ferguson have? And will he establish himself as a top 5 tight end in the NFL? Y'all be smooth. I'll catch y'all in the next video.